swinging 60s, a decade of excitement, enthusiasm, adventure, a decade in which England won the World Cup.
I was there.
Sorry?
I was there. I was there, cheering the lads on, I was there.
Ah, yes. A decade in which man first set a tentative foot on the moon.
I was there. I was. Who do you think tripped Buzz Aldrin up? That was me, I was there.
A decade in which the anger of a generation was synthesized in the Paris Riots of 68.
Oh, yes. J'étais là.
A decade in which Sir Francis Chichester sailed single-handed...
Double-handed.
A decade in which Queen Elizabeth of England gave birth to her third son, Edward.
I read about that.
Can't buy me love, can't buy me love.
The Jason explanation of the 60s, starring David Jason, Sheila Steafel, Malcolm Terris and John Glover, with David Frost as God, Dr. Beecham as the great train robber, Vanessa Redgrave as Che Guevara, Jimi Hendrix as Burt Whedon, Enoch Powell as Martin Luther King, Harold Wilson as the Twist Champion, the Private Eye Team as the Bitch Boys, Cassius Clay as Muhammad Ali, Harold Macmillan as the Wind of Change, Twiggy as a wafer-thin mint, Simon D as a wafer-thin talent, Marion Faithful as a kinky boot, and Christopher Keeler, Mandy Rice Davis, John Profumo and Stephen Ward as Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
People try to put us to down, just because we get around.
Ziggy,
Yes, Mother?
We want to have a word with you, son.
Oh, what now?
it's your hair, Ziggy.
Yes. Now, look, when are you going to let it grow?
I like it short,
You like
Father.
it short? You like it short? What's going to happen when you start going to rock festivals? You'll be a laughing stock.
Oh, so would you. You're nearly bald.
Yes, and do you know why I'm bald? Do you? That's getting dragged by the fuzz through Red Lion Square, that is.
You're so unappreciative.
You don't seem to realise we fought on the peace marches for you.
Sometimes I don't know why we bothered. I really
I don't know, do I? You'll be wearing ties next.
Oh, but Father,
Father, don't call me father. I've told you 100 times. We're Mike and Jan to you.
No, Ziggy, we want to help. I mean, why don't you have a joint with your father and talk it over?
No, we've tried that before. He's embarrassed to be seen smoking with his father. I mean, Ziggy, son, tell us, where did we go wrong, eh? Your mother breastfed you in the public library?
And you were such a good child. I mean, Mike, do you remember that first milk bottle he threw at the police?
Oh, yeah, that was really good. That was not
I'm
even...
going out now.
And don't think I don't know where you're going. You're sloping off to the Young Conservatives. And if you're back before 10 o'clock, we'll lock you out.
I don't know where we went wrong. Do you know, the other day came right out and said we ought to get married.
Oh, good grief. I sometimes wonder...
Well,
come on, what now?
well, Mike, Jan, just before I go out, I'd like to say, well, I think you're a couple of stupid, harebrained, beastly, old-fashioned bastards.
Well,
Well,
I knew there was some good in the boy.
you want to score some dope, man? Brother, you know what I mean? You need some grass?
Excuse me, are you Jake?
Yeah, that's me, man. That's me, okay?
My friends told me I'd find you here. Look, I'm looking for some drugs.
You want to score some dope, okay, man? Yeah?
No, I just want some drugs. For a party tonight.
Far out, man.
No, it's just up the road from here.
You want to blow some hash, man, yeah?
Well, it was drugs I was really looking for.
Yeah, right on. Here, I got some out of Sightsville, blow your mind, first class A1 Coke.
No, I'm not really thirsty, thanks. I just need some drugs. What have you got?
I got speed, pot, smack, dodos, acid, snow, mickeys, sash, cannabis resin, and old bed socks, man.
No drugs, then.
Hey, look, don't bug me. They're all drugs, man. Now, come on, what's it to be? What should it be?
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry. I'd better have some, hash, then.
Okay, some hash. You want some hash? So let's get it together. Here we are, brother. 2 ounces. That is £20. Okay.
How would you like the old Mazuma? Greenbacks?
Green what?
Boxes? Fivers?
You are?
Tenors?
What's the matter with you? Can't you speak English or something?
There is a bunch of photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to
be another group like them.
No, best ever. Never been a better group before or since.
They're part of our heritage now, of course.
Oh, right. Well, an institution.
They've given us more pleasure than Bill Shankly put together.
Four young lads from Liverpool who took the world by storm.
Aye. The Supremes.
No, the Beatles.
Oh, yes, them as well. Diana Ross and the Beatles.
Of course, I lived in Penny Lane, you know.
I slept with her.
Of course, I used to live next door to the Beatles, you know.
They used to rehearse in my bedroom.
I lent John Lennon my guitar.
I taught George Harrison to play guitar.
I am George Harrison's guitar.
I am Paul McCartney.
Really? Well, the Paul McCartney?
Yes.
You did that Christmas record. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time?
Yes.
God, it was crap. Comrades, as master of the university, may I say how privileged I feel that you're holding your sit-in here in my house. What a splendid protest against the exploitation of peasants in Baluchistan. This, of course, is Reading, but it is the Baluchistani end of Reading. I myself am as guilty as anyone of exploiting these peasants in the broadest sense of having nothing to do with it at all. While this terrible thing idly by in their cosy rooms, but not you. No, you walk all the way over here to sit idly by in mine. First, let me deal with your major demands. One, free places at the university for all Balkistani peasants. Well, here to this one. I mean, it is pure bourgeois elitism to restrict the books in our libraries to people who can read them. Two, the abolition of the university hierarchy and bureaucracy. Well, perhaps I could discuss this further with the president and vice president of the Students' Union Subcommittee. Now, just a few domestic points here. I'm sorry there's only one lavatory for 600. And even more sorry, the Anarchist League have filled it in with concrete. Now, I see at the back of the room, someone has painted "Down with Materialism" on my Renoir. How delicately those thick white brushstrokes match the master's pastels and pinks. And how charming. Next to it, they've painted "Property is Theft" where my Picasso used to be. Look, don't let an old straight spoil your groovy scene. Let, the cosmic vibrations shake my drawing room. Get your heads together where you may. But please, don't make love on my snooker table as it weakens the legs. Finally, could you not smoke marijuana in the vicinity of the little poodle? I mean, it's impossible to take him for walks when he's lying on his back with his eyes crossed, barking very slowly. Thank you, hang loose. Thank you. All right, sit down, 007. I'm afraid we have some bad news.
Sir?
Well, now you know that you are the first and original James Bond.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've heard that Spectre, you remember Spectre, 007?
Yes, sir. The special executive for cinematic trash, rubbish and effluent.
Yeah, that's it. Well, in the 70s, their films are going to have another James Bond. Now, this chap is called Roger Moore, and we believe he is the toughest, most durable character we've ever come up against.
What makes you think that, sir?
He was once married to Dorothy Squires. I hope you're fit. Hope you're fit because this chap Moore is said to have some pretty effective techniques.
Go on, sir.
Well, apparently there is a thin thread that runs from his right-hand trouser pocket, up under his vest, up the back of his neck, over the top of his head, and is fastened low down on his forehead by a strip of skin-toned elastoplast.
The cunning devil.
Yes, by a surreptitious manipulation of the thread, he can raise one eyebrow in a quizzical manner. At will.
I can beat that, sir.
You can?
Yes. I've been practicing. And look. There. I can now raise both eyebrows at the same time.
Well, that may not be enough, James. You'll need some extra gadgets when you tangle with him.
Yes, sir.
So, for instance, this is a pistol disguised as a pen.
But, sir, I shall need a real pen, too.
Of course. Well, this looks like a cigarette lighter, but it's really a pen.
But, sir, I shall need a real lighter, too.
Yes, well, this looks like a key ring, but really it's a lighter.
But, sir, I shall need a real keyring, too.
Well, this is a key ring, but it looks like a carrier bag.
But, sir, I shall need a real carry bag, too.
Good God, what for?
To carry all these gadgets in.
Look, just sign for the equipment 007.
Certainly, sir.
Ah! Bond!
Yes, sir.
Just shot me in the foot with your pen.
Of course. I was the Beatles' first hit single.
I was their first LP.
I was their greatest hits, volumes 1 and 2.
I was the film, help.
Liar.
No, all right then. It was a hard day's night.
Of course, there are two sorts of people in this world.
Oh, black and white.
No,
Oh, right-wingers and left-wingers.
no,
Marks and Spencers.
no.
Oh.
McCartney men and Lennon men.
Ah, well, you see, McCartney, he wrote all the best songs, didn't he? I mean, he wrote Penny Lane, Lady Madonna, Yesterday, Michelle, God Save the Queen, Beethoven's 5th, Mozart's 40th, and George Best's 90th.
Don't give me that. Lennon wrote all those.
Don't be daft. Lennon wasn't even a Beatle.
Come on, John Lennon was the Beatle. All the songs are by Lennon and McCartney.
No. Oh, Hitler and McCartney.
You are?
Yeah, John Hitler. John Hitler, rhythm guitarist for the Beatles.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. You remember SS I Love You?
Get out of it. Hitler was one of the Kinks.
That's right, you're right. I'm mixing him up with the Chancellor of Germany and the leader of the Third Reich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cilla Black. That's right. All right, here's one. Here's one for you, then. Who's this, then? Come on.
My boy, lollipop, you make my heart go giddy up.
I know.
Go on, who is he? Come on. Who?
Mussolini.
Oh. You looked at the label, didn't you?
Ours is a very honest marriage.
Yes, a marriage of the 60s. No regulations, no restrictions.
I've always said the only rule is that there aren't any rules.
Yes, he always was a pretentious little bastard.
Yes. You see, we're very honest.
Yes, yes. I mean, if Mike wants to sleep with some other woman, that's okay by me. And it's the same the other way around.
Yes. I mean, if Jane wants to sleep with some other woman, that's okay by me.
But I always maintain that the odd affair adds the spice to the dish.
And with Jane's cooking, you'd sure need something. No, seriously, no, I do agree. I think affairs have often served our relationship, kept us sane, gives us a true permanence.
Yes.
And it was the same with my first two marriages.
Yes, right. I mean, we quarrel so rarely.
Right.
Mind you, we don't see each other very often.
But like I've always said,
Yeah.
marriage should be like the bird and not like the cage.
Yes, like I always say, he's a pretentious little bastard. Well, as a matter of fact, I get on very well with Mike's mistress. I don't feel at all jealous.
No?
No, but then with her figure, I don't really need to.
Pardon? Actually, Jane,
Yes?
don't you feel mistress is one of those stereotype words that we try to avoid?
Oh, yes, quite, yes.
What about...
Slag bag.
What?
Pea-brained, half-witted, puppy-fatted slag bag.
Well, it's better than you boot-faced, face-lifted old battle-axe.
You fag.
Whore.
Moron.
Bitch. You see, it's good to be honest with each other once in a while.
Yes. That's why we're getting divorced. I was a protest singer in the 60s. I fought the apparatus of the state. But now that I'm a singer in the 80s, the only thing I'm fighting is my way.
I worried over what our leader said. But now my income's undergone inflation. I worry over income tax instead. This is our protest for the 80s. We're looking older every passing day.
My face has twice been lifted,
And my ears have both been shifted, but my rheumatism will not go away. You heard my protest songs across the nation. You heard me call technology obscene. But now that I'm the older generation, I'm worried at the price of gasoline. Oh, yeah.
I dare the cops in Washington to hold me. I sang and fought like everybody did. But now my psychoanalyst has told me rebellion is repression of the id.
This is our protest for the 80s. 'Cause every time we want to cut a disc, I just begin to stutter.
My heart begins to flutter. My
Doctor says I'm taking quite a risk. Yes, we were protest singers in the 60s. The younger generation was our song. But now that we are singers in the 80s, we think the younger generation's wrong. This is our protest for the 80s. We are not fighting governments or laws. But if someone should mention an increased old age pension, we'll be right back there fighting for the cause.
Hitching. Oh, yes, great. I mean, nowadays, people, they just hitch to get somewhere. But back in the 60s, it was, like a political act. I mean, May 1968, as soon as I heard of the Paris Riots, I was stoned at the time, I grabbed my guitar, my girlfriend and her dog, and we hitched to Paris. And we got there in June 1969. Still, it's great. I mean, some of the people that you meet. And once straight up, I got a lift with Paul McCartney. I did, no. Well, actually, the guy wasn't sure whether he was Paul McCartney or Pope Pius IV. But, he didn't look a bit like Pope Pius, so it must have been Paul. Mind you, I was stoned at the time. But some of the lifts I've had. Now, once I rode Edinburgh from London in 6 hours, one car, no stops. It was a pity I was only trying to get to St Albans, but I was stoned at the time. Mind you, it's not always easy. Now, once near Manchester, I think I was stoned at the time, I waited 3 hours and didn't actually see one single car. Maybe that's not surprising as I was waiting by the Manchester Ship Canal, but there you go. No, it's great. It's great. I mean, 1969, I really did the big one. I did the big one. I chucked a few things in a rucksack and I headed for India. That's where I went, and I was stuck 3 days on the South Circular Road. I think it was the sign saying Kathmandu that put people off, but I was stoned at the time. Still, I made it in the end. I did make it, and admittedly I did catch, the odd train. Calais to Bombay, I think it was, but it was worth it. I mean that, no, it was really worth it. I mean, the people there were really primitive. Failed English philosophy students, mostly. But it was great. I mean, well, no, Afghanistan. Afghanistan. I got stoned there. I mean, really. I mean, no, straight now. I really got stoned there. Yeah, but they do that to pot smokers and Muslims, don't they?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Is this your car?
Oh, why, do you want to buy it, darling?
No, it's illegally parked, you
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yes,
dear,
it is.
dear. Here, what's that you're sticking on my windscreen?
see. It's a ticket.
Why, you take me to the pictures? Take me to the pictures. You're a bit of a raver, you, aren't you, eh? Hey? My mother warned me about girls like... Yeah, I like the black stockings.
No, look.
It's, really
Look,
no, you see, I'm into black. You know what I mean? I love
Yes,
the gear.
no,
It's
look,
all black and the
I'm
stockings
a traffic warden.
Sorry, you what, love?
I'm a traffic warden. We've only just been introduced, you see.
Yeah, already our hearts seem to beat as one, eh?
No, look, excuse me, sir. You see, I give tickets out for illegal parking.
Illegal parking?
Yes.
What's that, new musical, is it?
No, sir, I have the power to fine you £2.
Ah! all right, we're on it then, we're on it.
What?
Now, come on.
What?
No, the cameras, eh? This is Candy Camera, isn't it? Boy, come out now, come on,
I'm
now,
sorry,
come out.
sir.
Eh?
Excuse me, sir, you have to pay this fine. You see, if you don't pay, you can go to prison.
Yeah, of course I can.
No, you
love,
don't
eh?
believe me.
Eh?
But I really am. I'm one of the new traffic wardens.
Yeah, I know, I'm Cliff Richards. eh?
Excuse me, sir, where are you
I'm
going?
driving off now.
Well, look, you can't.
I reckon you should get back to the asylum before they notice your bed's empty.
Look, but I'm a traffic warden. I'm just not convincing, that's all. I'll have to try a different approach. Oi! Is this your car?
What?
You stupid moron! Can't you see it's in a restricted area? Right, mate, I'm going to clobber you with a bloody great fine, you pillock!
Charming. These traffic wardens, they'll never catch on.
Hey, man, where's the best place to grow pot?
You've got to make sure you grow it in the dark.
Away from the sunlight?
No, away from the police.
Okay, Apollo, we have your wives here to give you their love and convey the nation's congratulations on having conquered the moon.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi, sweetheart.
I love you.
I love you, darling.
Okay, Hank, your turn.
Hi, Hank. I love you. The kids love you.
I love you, Mary Lou.
We all love you. Hugs and kisses.
Okay, Buzz, we have your beloved on the line now.
Hi, Buzz.
Hi, honey bum.
I want a divorce.
What?
You heard me. I want a divorce.
I can't talk to you now, darling.
Why the hell not?
I'm on the moon.
Oh, that's right. Always ready with some excuse.
This is Houston.
Do you mind, Houston? I'm talking to my husband. Now, do I get a divorce or not?
Darling, what the hell do you want a divorce for?
Well, for a start, you never take me anywhere.
Oh, not this again. Look, I told you before, they wouldn't let me bring you to the moon.
Oh, scared I'd see what goes on, eh?
Sorry?
Frightened I'd catch you with those two whores.
What are you talking
Those
about?
two hussies I can see you gallivanting around with on TV.
That's Chuck and Hank.
Oh, yes, of course it is.
Oh, come on. Do they look like a couple of girls?
Well, of course not. You dressed them up in those big silver suits. I mean, I knew you were kinky, Buzz, but really?
This is Houston. We have a problem.
You've got a problem. I got a sex-crazed, philandering pervert for husband.
Look, honey bun.
Don't you honey bum me.
Look, can we discuss this, I'm on the moon and I
Doesn't
really...
look like the moon to me.
What?
Looks like a cheap motel in Nevada to me. You don't really think I fell for that moon story, did you?
Come on, honey
I mean,
bun.
how could you be an astronaut? You get vertigo up a step ladder. And who are all those guys pretending to be Houston Control? Those dummies from your golf club?
This is Houston.
Oh, hi, golf club. Gee, you sure went to a lot of trouble, Buzz.
Look, honey bun...
I want a divorce on the grounds of desertion, and I want it now.
All right, you get it, you old nag.
Terrific. Good luck on the moon, Buzz. I hope you fall down a crater and asphyxiate.
Up yours, lady.
This is Houston. Sorry about that, Buzz, but you can cheer up now. We got your mother here.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Why the hell don't you write, you little runt? Me and your father have been sick with worry. And another thing, what...
Well, that's the 60s. A gone but not forgotten age. But what do the 60s mean to the ordinary man in the street? We found an ordinary man, put him in the street, and we asked him.
The 60s, it's the most miserable time of your life. No one cares about you when you're old, you know.
No. I meant the years of the 60s.
Yeah, your ears pack up. You can't hear what anyone says to you half the time.
Look, the decade, the 60s.
Yeah, that's packed up and all.
What?
It's decade, that's gone now. You might just as well talk to yourself.
Yes, thank you. Good night, yes. That was the Jason explanation of the 60s, in which you heard the laid-back vocals of David Jason, Sheila Steafel, Malcolm Terris and John Glover. The script was dug by Colin Bostock-Smith, Andy Hamilton, Guy Jenkins, Roy McGrath, Martin Bergman, John Cantor, Chris Stratford and Dave Morley. The good vibes came from Dave Cook and the words from Alistair Beaton. The scene was got together by producer Jimmy Mulville.